Hi guys, hope you're keeping fine. So today we're gonna work on this massive weight and butchers. I believe it is probably an 8/8 or 7/8, not sure about this. Really nice one. It's been properly restored, nicely polished. So it's celebrated. We can't see a lot anymore. We can't see much more the engraved blade, but yeah, that's the one. I believe the scales are the original ones. They look original to me. Very well maintained, and yeah, really nice leather. Quite heavy, I have to say. And this one was bought from a French website as shave ready. But after a minute on the face, it wasn't definitely up to the standard I'm used to. So here's the edge. So how does it? Yeah, a bit of oxidation. Yeah, some marks that could have been removed. So I don't think we need to redo the bevel from scratch. So we're gonna start with the Shapton 5K. That should be okay. Okay, let's put the stone on the stand. Tighten the stand. So usually I would use this cheap electrician tape, but today I decided to test a new one. Apparently it's highly recommended. This is the Scotch Super 33 Plus. It's professional grade, and apparently it's resistant to the heat and scratches. So let's see. It's a big roll, so it should last quite a bit. So let's see. I'm wondering if it's thicker than my cheap one or not, as that might in this case influence the edge angle. No, actually it's even thinner than the cheap one, and it looks more, it seems to be more flexible also, which is great. It should be easier to fit properly on the back of the razor. So let's have a look. Yeah, very easy to fit actually. A lot easier than the other one. We'll make sure that there is no bubbles. That's it. Perfect. Alright, now we're gonna take our Sharpie, water the stone, the Sharpie on the edge to ensure the blade is flat. Let's have a look. Few strokes. And yeah, Sharpie is gone. So the blade is flat. That's great. We won't have to work on geometry, or at least not too much. Alright, so doesn't seem to be too bad. Now here there's a kind of a smile here, and it seems that the previous seller made the edge going quite high up, so we will have to adjust the move and raise the razor to ensure that the nose, the edge where the nose is, touch the stone very flat. Let's have a look under the microscope. Yeah, a little bit of oxidation left, so we have to continue. And yes, there's a bit of work on the nose, we can see here. So we'll have to bend the wrist a bit more in order to have the nose fully touching, I mean the edge near the nose. So we just curved a bit the wrist and lift the back of the heel of the razor. Let's have a look now. Not bad. Yeah, so oxidation is gone, which is great. Yeah, and nose is good. So now we can rinse the Shapton 5K, dry it, and move to the JNAT. And this one is a Nakayama LV5++, so extremely hard. We will adjust the stand. That's it. And we're gonna start with the first stone. So a bit of water. And the first slurry stone will be the Asano Naguras tenjyou. So the tenjyou is around 7-8K grit. Okay, we bring the slurry near us, and that's it. Nice and smooth move, no need to put too much pressure, almost none, and just the weight of the blade is enough. Okay, we lift again the razor at the end of the move to have the nose touching well on the smile. Okay, the light beam goes well across the edge. So now we see the magic from the slurry stones, erasing completely the previous marks. And now we're gonna go with the Asano Naguras mejiro. So the mejiro would have a grit approximately around 8 to 9K. Again, nice move, no need to go too fast. It's important to have the right move on the stone. You can follow the slurry going up and down. That is showing you that the edge is touching fully the stone. Looks good. Let's have a look under the microscope. Yeah, that's perfect. Looks very nice. And now we can move to the last Asano, which is the Asano Naguras Koma. So the hardest one from the Asano. The finest grit, which is over 10K. So extremely hard stone. So really no need of pressure on this one. Otherwise we have a risk of scratching the base stone. And that's it. It takes a bit of time to raise the slurry. but you got a nice one at the end. Okay, done. Let's have a look. There's no need to spend too much time on this slurry. Just enough to give the final polish. That's it. Perfect. And now we can rinse the base stone and move to the final slurry stone, which is a Tomo Nagura. So this Tomo Nagura will give a grit of 15k plus, and as you will see, we'll have a brownish slurry compared to the Asano, which gives a white one. Nice move. No need to go too fast. And make sure that the edge on the nose smile is fully covered. Okay. Looks good. Yeah. Final check under the microscope. That looks great. Okay. We are done with the stones. We can clean our stone. We'll dry it later on. Now we will remove this tape, and I have to say I'm really impressed with the tape. No mark whatsoever on the tape. Really good tape. I'm gonna stick to this one. So now we're gonna have 150 laps on laser strobe, and I will use the Nakayama 60,000. So again, once again, here is the tape, Scotch Super 33 Plus, really good one. And now we're gonna go for the hanging hair test. So let's have a look. So the blade is probably a wedge, or I would say a quarter hollow maybe. So there is really no sound, but it's cutting well the air, so that's great. There is really no noise at all. It's a quite heavy blade. And now, as usual, we're gonna go for a shave test. And for this one, I went for one of my favorite sets, which is the Saponificio Varesino Opuntia. And I had a really good shave, really. Could be maybe a bit smoother on the nose side, but again, I'm being very picky here. Few laps on the strop and that'll be fine. So I hope you guys like the videos. I'd love to know actually something, like there is really a hype around the Wet and Butcher razors. Why is that? Is it really better than others? I'm not sure. It's a great razor, but is it better? Not sure. What do you think? Tell me. Hope you liked the video. If you did, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Thanks again. Bye now.